Hey guys, it's Hard Drive here, voicing for Federal Films. Today we're talking about specific... No, just kidding. Bad joke. Today I'm discussing the 4 characters added in Shipwrecked for single player Don't Starve. This video does not apply to Don't Starve together. The 4 characters in order of abilities and power are Woodlegs, Wilbur, Walani, and Wally. In this video we'll also be discussing things like character design, not just their abilities.
You're hard fitted indeed. Being a pirate is a wretched deed. Do what you want cause a pirate is free.
Wally is the 9th character in the single player roster. He starts with his chef pouch and portable crockpot, both extremely powerful starting items. His chef pouch basically acts like a portable icebox, with 8 slots of storage, slowing the spoilage rate of food items inside by 50%. However, it does not stop ice melting, and cannot cool down thermal stones. Wally's portable crockpot is just that, a portable crockpot. It's carried in the inventory and can be placed and picked up at will. If the ground floods and the crockpot gets soaked, you will not be able to pick it back up, so be careful in monsoon season. This item is incredibly powerful, especially in shipwrecks where getting your hands on a science machine can be a pain. Therefore you can cook crockpot foods right off the bat and wherever you may go. Overall, Wally's starting items are extremely powerful, with a free backpack/icebox and a crockpot. However, Wally kind of begins to fall with his other attributes. He gains less stats from eating non-crockpot foods. Drying or cooking the ingredients will give you more stats, but he still gains less than other characters. If the food takes off stats, for example health or sanity, the number will be amplified so you lose more of that particular stat. This is particularly bad because it means you can't get as much health from foods, such as blue mushrooms and butterfly wings. Wally's other downside is that he needs to eat different crockpot foods, so you can't just rely on eating meatballs or pierogies. Wally will, remember, eaten items for 1.75 days after eating them. If you eat the same food within this threshold, you will gain less stats for the food, until you wait 1.75 days to eat something else. The more he eats the one food inside the time bracket, the less stats he will gain. Wally also has an increased hunger drain at all times. While Wally's attributes are quite poor at times, because you'll need to manage food much more and generally eat more, his character design is actually quite unique. Wally often speaks in French, saying things such as magnifique and bon appetit. This combined with his dark skin tone points toward him being New Caledonian, an island race that was influenced by the French. Some other quotes of his determine that he might have been in a state of poverty at one point, suffers from separation anxiety, and is superstitious. This is quite clever character design because it really fits in with the tropical island theme of Shipwrecked and gives a unique character experience. Walani starts out with her surfboard, and you can also craft additional surfboards from 1 board and 2 seashells. The surfboard goes 1.3 times faster than the raft, but only has 2/3 of its durability. Hand slot items such as torches can be used while surfing, making exploration easier in the earlier days. Walani's surfboard lets her ride big waves as well as normal ones. Riding on a wave gives you 1 sanity and ×5 and ×7 short-lasting speed boosts for normal and large waves, respectively. Her sanity drains slow at 0.9% speed, but it also increases slow at the same percentage. This doesn't affect direct sanity changes such as gaining sanity for killing a shadow creature. She dries off 20% faster, loses hunger 10% faster, and only has 120 maximum health. Walani is generally at an advantage for an easier and more relaxed start, because of starting with a free portable boat and drying off faster, making rain less of a problem. However, her abilities aren't very useful mid or late game, as her surfboard is overtaken speed and health wise with just an armoured boat with a cloth sail. Her surfboard also has extremely low durability, which can be the death of you if you don't see something like a swordfish sneak up on you. While Walani's abilities are kind of she still has rather interesting character design. She's voiced by an out-of-tune ukulele, which is still relaxing to listen to. She even has 3 custom music tracks for surfing during the day, dusk, and night. The surfing tracks are actually really cool, and, in my opinion, some of the best songs from the Shipwreck soundtrack. Walani's backstory is interesting as well, with her clothing, attire, and quotes telling us she may have been a pirate before being a surfer. I'm not going to talk about this character very much, it displeases me. There is 0 creative thought put into this character. It's as if Clay went, hey, what abilities would a monkey have? It'd be able to run, eat bananas, be friends with other monkeys, poop, and won't be able to talk. That's great, saves us from writing some examine lines. Wilbur is kind of useful for exploring islands quickly because of its running thing, but that only activates after running for a small while, and it doesn't work in boats. Also, because Wilbur's normal walking speed is slower, he actually isn't that good at exploring because he's slower on boats. You can use the poop to throw at things which still stuns birds, so you can get food easier, I guess. Wilbur might be friends with monkeys, but they still take food from farms and berries from berry bushes, so they'll always be annoying little shits. Wilbur is more powerful in Reign of Giants because his speed is actually useful. Monkeys still hate him though. Woodlegs, by far the most powerful of the Shipwreck cast. Basically, Woodlegs is a pirate. His main perk is his boat, the Sea Legs. This thing is literally a tank in boat form. It's tough with 500 hit points, has infinite firepower but is painfully slow. And when I say infinite firepower, I'm not kidding. It has a built-in boat cannon that you can fire indefinitely. This means you can easily gather mountains upon mountains of food by blasting jellyfish, dogfish and birds. But sadly, the Sea Legs is painstakingly slow. Even a basic raft is faster. You can make the boat faster by holding a walking cane or wearing a streamlined hat, or both. With both of these items, the boat will go at an acceptable speed. This means that rushing the Quacken is a good idea, since it drops the booty bag, which gives you one free doubloon every day. This is useful because Woodlegs' boat and his hat require doubloons to craft. Another item the Quacken can drop is the walking cane, which is useful all the time due to the free speed boost. Fighting the Quacken is extremely easy with the Sea Legs. All you have to do is use a map to find its head, find a spot where the tentacles can't hit you, and pepper it with cannonballs until it moves. Repeat until it dies. You can also farm tentacle spikes by killing the tentacles repeatedly with the boat cannon, however they only have a 5% chance to drop per tentacle. To rush the Quacken, make a few trawl nets, find the deep ocean, and keep dropping something common like sticks or grass into the ocean and picking them up with a net. Each catch has a 5% chance to spawn the Quacken, so it shouldn't take too long to summon it. Woodlegs can also easily kill whales, since hitting something with a cannonball doesn't actually aggro it. All you have to do is track it down, then keep blasting it with your cannon. When the whale dies, you can actually speed up the bloating of its corpse by exploding it, but this only works once. When the whale is fully bloated, you can pop it with a cannonball instead of a machete. Woodlegs' second attribute is his hat, called his Lucky Hat. What it does is reveals treasures on the map randomly. Woodlegs also starts with a few X marks the spots revealed when you start a game. This means that treasure chests, and therefore treasure chest items, are renewable, and some of the treasure items really shouldn't be renewable. Things like thulecite and obsidian armor and weapons, volcano staves. You can make more of these hats and put them on Wilderbores and prime apes to get even more treasure. Woodlegs' boat cannon can actually be used to uncover buried treasure, so you don't need a science machine to make a shovel for the treasure chests, as long as the chests are near the shore. Woodlegs' downside is that he loses 4.8 sanity every minute while on land. This might not seem like a big deal, but during the early days when you're trying to explore, being insane is quite annoying. Because the Sea Legs are so excruciatingly slow, kiting sea shadows is difficult. Woodlegs also has another downside. All of his attributes apply to Shipwrecked. This means that in Reign of Giants you're pretty much Wes without his balloons. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, share with your friends, like the video, favourite the video, add it to all your playlists, watch it again, comment that you did all the above.